dot dot dot, and then it's like yours, and then just scribbles another half-written letter. Um.
So we now have 2 letters from the scribble note addressing someone's ass.
Yeah, well, he wants to present their beauty and their ass and how much he
Yes.
weeps for them in one sentence. And
Good.
dear such and such is the name every time. John arrives in through the front door. Heading towards behind the bar. Do you stop him? Do you let him go start his shift?
I let him start his shift.
Yeah,
Sure.
so he gets behind the bar, and one of the one of the other barmen, who is like clearly swapping over for, whispers something to him, and he nods and he goes, yes, yes, yes. And John comes to the table. Ebrus, isn't it? You asked to speak to me last night.
Yes. Sorry. I was just the food is very good.
At this stage, you've eaten it all hours ago.
Yeah, I know, but I still haven't told anyone, so I'm telling John.
Okay.
I had a oh, it's not really a friend, but it's a relative who were here a good few years back, and he left
how much is a good few years? I don't forget a face.
Well, it's about 22 to 60 years back, and he left
That's
this
quite
treasure
a
box.
long range.
I know, but he left this treasured box, which I'm now searching for.
The story of his grandfather's great treasure chest that he apparently
indeed.
in this very tavern. That's the word. He left in this very tavern many, many years ago, and we've come to see if we can locate it.
Was there a name on such a chest?
It was a very
there was lots of people coming here with chests.
wooden box, about yay big and this tall. I move with my hands, of course. Obviously. You don't say yay big without gesturing with your hands, but yeah.
Under the name Adran. It was under the name Adran.
What was the name
yes.
Adran? The chest?
But the chest itself had carved symbols of the gods, such as, and I name. Where is it?
You had them all.
It was Auroras, Mogus, Nylea, Phoenix, Kuranas, and Thessa.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Roll me. Actually, I'll roll with advantage because of the good description. That sounds familiar. I remember something from my youth. Something similar to that, but where would I have put that? It was the most beautiful chest I've ever seen. You know, many people remark on the chest. And Adran, that name doesn't sound familiar to me. Well,
that was the name of his grandfather who carried it.
Ah, okay. I would remember it. So he goes. And is there anything else you wish to? You said you were interested in knowing the history of this place as well. Is that the only thing you're looking for?
Well, currently it's just the box. I don't know how much of the history I can learn after getting the box.
John goes, 1 second. And he goes around so you can watch John. He's going to round the entire room, and he's like, so every time you've been to this place, the decor has changed slightly, and under all the paintings around the walls, there are shelves now, and he's like, they're properly protected, like it's thick glass. Well, looks to be thick glass, and he's going through them all, and he some of them have drawers under them. He's opening the drawers and he's going through, and he goes, If I was to can you both roll, by the way, perception? with advantage.
19.
Fuck. Right, you notice that you're pretty convinced he's found the chest in one of the drawers, but as he's opening them and closing them, he says, like, if I was to have found the chest or know where it was, what would be in it for me? Like, I'm not too sure whether or not, like, I could just give away such a mighty fine chest such as the one you described if I did know where it was. So you notice, by the way, I'm just going to put this out there now, it's about here, between these two windows. And John is like already moved over. I'm going to grab any old...
Just take the wizard. Like the purple NPC guy.
I know,
which you
I
used
got
for the
characters.
previous.
I got characters everywhere. I'm going to take a knight that's very, very, like, obvious. He's... Oh, balls. Undo. Grab this. He is moved over to, like, this over here, looking through different drawers. He's moved on, but you're convinced you definitely would have seen it in that other one.
Okay. Well, John, I'll put it this way. I have lots of stories to tell of my grandparents' visit to this exact island and village, and I'd be more than happy to share if only I could get the box back.
Yes, but a box with the description such as your own would be, and he's shouting across the room, and because would be worth quite a lot of gold and silver.
There were rumors that this box is the key to a great hoard of treasure. But he didn't hide the treasure in the box because that would be too obvious. But it's the key to a map. The layout of the... It said that the layout of the chest and the ornate carvings on it, when it combined with the map, would point to the great hoard of wealth, known on the Sandy Isles.
On the Sandy Isles? Never heard of such a
the
place.
island of stands, I can't remember the name of it. That one.
Yeah, the one you were told about was not on any map.
That one.
The one you were told about was not on any map. But it was called the Sandy Isles or like the Desert Island or something like that. Is what you could remember it as. But
they called it the Sandy Isles. It was a story passed down. He never recovered his fortune because he lost the chest, which was the last piece to the puzzle. And if we find his fortune, we would share it with you.
Can you roll me? Can't find my look for it.
Persuasion trained.
Persuasion with advantage or deception. You can choose because you're trying to do kind of both. You're trying to persuade him that you're going to do this, and
that wasn't a very good advantage.
You got a 2.
Really bad advantage.
Oh.
2 your highest there. I just need 2 left. Well, add your modifiers if you have any.
3 and a 2.
Oh god.
Advantage. Jesus Christ. Plus 5 for being 4 for being trained in it. Plus 2 plus 2. We've got plus 2 charisma. Shit.
So you've got a 7. Yeah, he doesn't really believe you.
Good try.
And he's like, oh, hey, like the Sandy Isle sounds like an old wives' tale, and he starts going through the next box.
Well, he did have an old wife, and she told us the tale.
And just scoots over to here, and there's lots of things here, and he's like opening and closing things, and he eventually moves back to the table and goes, I was like, I'm not sure I know of such a chest, but what is this treasure? Like, what do you know of this treasure so far? Well, if you can tell me, I might, like, if there's anything I can help to help you find this Sandy Isle, which I have never heard of. And I've never heard of a sailor coming in here and telling me of this Sandy Isle.
Well, the chest would help us find it. But if you don't know where that is, I'm sorry, but you can't help us.
Oh, very well, very well.
Also, rumored that this hoard contained many silver trinkets. Each one could probably get a pretty price to the right temple. It's a nice ornament. There's a chest. It
as
he
a
had collected trinkets of the gods from around the world. But that's all we know of the Horde.
You mentioned you like rabbit, right? Rabbit meat.
yes, we have quite a
Yes.
mighty fine seller. It used to be Billy, but now it's his son Trevor who is now taking over his farm, and they give us plenty of rabbit every week.
Would you help me if I told you my grandfather were the one bringing rabbits to this island?
Well, I pay for my rabbits. Like, thank you for your grandfather's help, but what does that got to do with my current business?
You wouldn't otherwise have had rabbits. I know you pay for them, but the village itself would not have had rabbits if not for my grandfather.
Okay, thank you for his service.
I don't want to bribe him with alcohol. He's a fucking tavern keeper.
It worked once.
I pull out my metal tankard because why the fuck not? Or I guess I actually still have it out. Would you be interested in trading said chest for this fine metal tankard?
If the chest, I'm really sorry, sir, but I do not know if this. I don't have this chest you speak of. And also, if it's to possess all these,
I want to roll insight
to see if
to see if he's lying.
You 100% know you saw. You 100% saw this. There,
yeah, but I want to see if I can see a flaw in what he's saying as to pointing him out that to himself that he's lying.
Yeah, you can go for that insight. But he's like, if this chest is of you speak, with all the trinkets taken from all around the world, it'd be worth a lot more than this beautiful, might I say, the finest tankard I've ever seen. But it would peril in comparison to this chest.
But are
which
you
described.
ever going out on the adventure as to find said sandy isles and get the treasure?
It's like, no, but
you can have this tankard. We'll take the chest if you can find it, and we will bring you back 10% of whatever we find.
What did you roll for Inception, by the
way? Insight 24.
Yeah, so blatantly he's lying. One, you've seen the chest. I would have given you advantage, by the way, if you rolled shit. But one, you've seen the chest, and two, he's completely just. He's absorbing everything. You can tell 100%. He's absorbing everything you tell him about clues to a treasure. And wait, you can perceive that he's probably going to, when people are not looking, get the chest, bring it somewhere else, and see if he can decipher this. But he also strongly does not believe anything about the Sandy Isles because he's never heard of it. He's worked here his whole life. He's in the port city of Inishmal, which is the biggest port town on any island that's used for the massive ships come here every once in a while to go on big world adventures to different worlds and islands to bring back the most. This is where they come before they go set out in year-long journeys across the world to different places. So he's lying, but he's if he's he keeps turning around and basically going if the chest is worth what you say it is, this tankard would not compare, but it is the most beautiful tankard he's ever seen. He compliments it quite genuinely as well. But we will leave it on this note because I know it's late for you, Sola.
I don't have work tomorrow, so.
Oh, okay. If you don't work tomorrow, then we'll continue for another few minutes, finish this conversation, and then we'll.
Yes, I would like to randomly go over to this cabinet.
Okay.
And open it.
It's locked.
What is it locked by?
It's a standard key lock, but John is. If you try to aggressively open it, John is going to try and stop you. He witnesses you walking in that direction towards it. He goes, what are you doing? Get away from my stuff. There's nothing in there that you could want. That's just got some old tat that's not even good enough to display on my walls.
John, and do you really want to do this in front of everyone?
Do what? This is my tavern, and if you keep acting like this, you will not be welcome in my place.
Would you please open the cabinet?
I do not need to show you anything. And he shouts, Derek, on your way out, get the guards. This man needs to be taken from this place. Now, you can leave before the guards get here, and I will drop I will pay the guards off, and I will pay them for wasting their time. But if you do not leave now, you will not be welcome in this place ever again. You are insulting me by stating that I do not know. What?
I want to punch him so bad. Probably not a good idea, though. Yeah, I don't have any good ways of.
Well, you do have a roguish friend.
Well, no,
is
because
meant
we
to
don't know
come
where
back.
our fucking rogue is. So.
No, but Karametra said she would do her best to bring him back. So.
Yeah, but Karametra also said that they would be brought back before skipping time. So
or
that
to
we
the
would skip
time in which
together.
she tried to get there or get to you at, but yeah.
But yeah, there's nothing other than just to leave the tavern then.
So how do you leave? Yes, I'll leave.
The door.
No, I jump out the window. Fuck it.
Do you actually jump out the window?
I take out my axe, break the glass, and jump out the window.
Fuck. Okay.
Alex.
Sorry. Adam, what do you do when you see the dwarf jump out the fucking smash the window and jump out the window? Just before I describe what John does as this whole thing happens.
Always on the move.
Also, he did it super fast. Like, as fast as an elf would. With it. There you go. John has called for the guards. You did hear that.
I need the script of Star Wars Episode 2. The bit where Anakin jumps up a fucking car, and just jumps down for the sake of it. What Obi-Wan says next? That bit. I need that line. I've forgotten it. Yeah.
You don't need it. Carry on.
Same look as, oh shit. Right, fine. And I'll just walk.
You've taken the high ground, is I think what you're on about. That sounds like episode 3 to me.
That was the whole like wolf fight. We've got an entirely different one now.
Go on. You see Ebrus take out his axe, smash a window, and he's about to jump through. You're sitting at the table / standing / whatever you're doing.
You don't have movement enough to jump out of the same window. I'm sorry.
John has just called for the guards. He's asked Derek to get the guards on his way out. You need to act quickly before I make a decision for you. You can stay where you are. Tell me what you're doing. I'll give you 30 more seconds.
Mia Vulcan.
Vulcan. I'm waiting for Vulcan. I know what you're doing. I just want to state what John's going to do before you get out the window.
He doesn't mind.
What? I mean, I'm gonna walk out the tavern.
Okay, just go do and just leave. Just try and just get out as fast as possible. You're gonna run out. You're gonna walk out. I need to set. You need to set me the scene. Well, you've just seen Ebrus take out his axe and smash a window.
I'm trying to find the quote. But I just walk out.
Ebrus,
well, thank you for your help, but I better be going.
Ebrus, roll me initiative to see if you get out the window before John grapples you to the ground. And
Sure.
I won't tell you what he rolls, but I'll say if you can.
I am rolling at 20. I am getting out, my friend. Like, so, I'm out.
As you smash the window, you notice John lean back to like leap forward, and as he goes to leap forward, you basically just like already gone, like faster, straight out the window. You land on your feet, and as he says, it's like, get back here! I don't forget a face. I'll get the guards after you, and you will be hunted down until the day you die. You are never welcome in this town ever again. I will make sure of it. And as you're running off, I presume you just jump out the window.
I like shout back, "You forgot my face once. You can forget it again."
And you can see when you say that he's puzzled by what do you mean forgot it once? Like he's never seen you till yesterday. Like you could say that, you could see that in his face. And Adran, you walk at the door. Ebrus. And Adran, as you leave the tavern, we will end it there because I do want to end in a situation where I can have maps. Yeah. Interesting way to end. Okay.
I don't walk out of a tavern in shame. Come on, I'm a dwarf.
You're also a monk with a lot of pride.
I'm a monk with a lot of pride, of course. I believe in alcohol. Come on.
Yeah, well, it could be interesting because I had a separate plan, but I'm going to change that now because I think this is funnier now. Anyway, we start with the usual. Sola, thanks for coming like always. Thanks for playing along. I had quite a lot of fun today. It was very interesting there. I know we didn't have Funky, but he will return. I have a way to make him make sense for how he returns. I'm gonna have to talk to him throughout the week. I'm gonna give him 3 options of what happened to him, and he can choose how he wants to state what happens, and then he can tell you, you can tell him, whatever. I don't care, but that's fine. But Sola, any shout outs, anything you want to promote for next week?
Not really. I don't have that many plans. I'm just pleased I didn't start a civil war, honestly. And I'm looking forward to, next week's session, hoping that I either don't die or at least die gloriously in battle. You know, as any good dwarf.
Yeah. Well, you almost died today from a wolf. So.
Yeah, but not gloriously.
You killed 2 of them. Did a
I was
ninja
close
flip.
to dying to a cup. Come on.
Yeah, but if you were full health, you would have 100% won.
Yeah, but like that's full health. Like that only happens once a combat.
True. Cool. And Adran / Vulcan. Anything you want to promote this week? I know you're busy with college, so your streams are probably going to be less. But anything you want to shout out, promote?
It's like back in 2 weeks' time. My deadline will be over by then. But
good.
Yeah, so I will be streaming a bit next week. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays in the evening. If you're interested in watching some game development, I will be doing some artwork. So I am currently in the process of rigging a penguin, and so hopefully on Monday and Tuesday I will get around to animating said penguin. And then potentially redoing the entire graphics in a cartoon style because what I've abandoned at modeling at the moment is not necessarily the style that the eventual game will take. But it's certainly a modeling stream. If you want to come and see some 3D models, 3D animation, and watch a penguin end up as a pancake when Linux decides to crash, which was fun.
That was pretty shitty, but yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I got it back now, but that's okay.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Sorry, Brittleback in chat is interested. Yeah, he streams just after work for both of us. 6 o'clock. Usually it used to be 5, but it's 6 o'clock while you finish off college. It's 2 or 3 hours. It's very I was gonna say
6 till 8.
It's very informative. You do talk a lot about what you're doing, which is very interesting to me. So normally I try and keep the sound on while I'm doing other work so I can hear it, and then troll you whenever I can. But yeah, no,
it's trolled me more than you did last week.
Oh, Tiberian, by the way.
Yeah.
Here are the players. You're only mentioning my name, but you're not mentioning either Adrian or Talon.
That is very true. No, it is.
I know why you're not mentioning Talon, but
yes, that is true. He didn't have one when I wrote that command. I wrote it 6 weeks, but I will change that. That is a very good catch. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. If you want to support me, I do appreciate a follow, and also I have merch and subs. I don't complain about. Who does, to be fair? But yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by. Unless you two have anything you want to say, we will.
Thanks for the game. We need more prequel memes.
We need more Monty Python memes. Yeah. Anyway, bye.